Hey, it's Dr. Karen, and today I'm going to do a little LifeWave micro training on a very simple protocol for severe exhaustion. So, there are a lot of really great points, acupuncture points, that you can patch with LifeWave phototherapy to help you with symptoms such as this. But I want to point out one particular set of acupuncture points. This is kidney 27. So, write it down, kidney 27. It's fantastic for exhaustion. And probably you won't have to use it all the time, but it's really great in instances where you haven't had sleep. So, for example, this could have been really handy for me as a medical resident in the hospital working 36 hours straight with no sleep. Or if you're on a red eye flight, although having patches on while you're flying really, really helps a lot. But if you're recovering from some sort of trauma or even post surgery, or you've been extremely stressed out, something like that, this could be super, super handy. So let me show you where this is on your body. Hey there, nice to see you guys live. Okay, so if you go, and I wore like a specific top for this, you can see. Um, so if you go along your, do it right now with me. So go along your collarbone, right? And it comes to kind of a joint here, right here. Okay. Now it's hard to, actually, I feel like mine's a little off, but anyway, you'll have some joints. There we go. I'm looking at my video and it's like that's not where my finger is because it's opposite when I look at it. Anyway, so right here is the sternoclavicular joint. Say that three times fast. Sternoclavicular. Anyway, here's your sternum, right? Here's your clavicle. So it is below the joint and slightly out. So there's a little dip in here. And if you go ahead and poke around in here, if you poke around, you go, ooh, that's kind of sore. That's where you want to patch. And here's the cool thing, even if you're not quite sure whether you have the same spot as what I'm talking about, if you're in the general area, good enough. Why? Because each patch has about this big around of an effect. And if your intention is to patch kidney 27, that's really helpful because these are nano-sized crystals in here. And according to Dr. Dennis Lobstein, he feels, and I agree with him, that if you have a positive intention of what it is you wish to activate, that actually can help. In fact, when you go to an acupuncturist and they put needles in your body, it's more important, not so much exactly where the needle is, but the intention and the energy of the acupuncturist. Yes. In fact, I had a very challenging experience while I was going through chronic fatigue that this is before patches. I was doing some trades with a friend of mine, and I was in not a great mood that one day where I was doing her acupuncture. And when she left, we did a trade, and when she left, she actually, I think, felt worse. And that was like, oh, what did I do? Right, because I think it was venting or something like that. That was totally inappropriate. Of course, we were doing a trade. It was kind of casual. It wasn't in the office. She wasn't a patient of mine, right? So, but I learned my lesson to really, if I am going to treat someone, is to really have a positive intention. Anyway, so you can use positive intention. The ones I'm using right now, the patches that I'm using right now, is energy enhancer patches. Makes sense, right? For exhaustion, you want to use energy enhancers. Now, keep in mind, these are not the same as taking caffeine or coffee or anything like that. In fact, you won't get the jolt of energy. It's false energy, but you won't get that jolt of energy when you do these versus, say, an energy drink or something like that. So this helps you burn more fat, preferably than carbohydrates for energy. And fat is a more efficient way of getting energy. Now, I know what you're going to ask. If you're brand new, you're like, oh, is this going to make me lose weight? Not necessarily. Okay. It does help you burn more fat for energy rather than carbs. Now, some people have lost weight just using energy enhancer patches, but that is not my personal experience. So kidney 27 is a really great recovery point to be used. Now, there is a secondary positive effect of patching energy enhancers here. Now, the lymphatic system, which is a type of circulatory system. The lymph takes toxins from the outer parts of your body, and brings it all together, and dumps it into this area so you can exit it out of the body. And the lymphatic ports are, in the rib cage around this area. It's further in your body. But here's the cool thing: with intention, you could also, when you put your patches here, have the intention of keeping those openings open. So keeping those lymphatic ports open. And that could, because there's increased energy here, could help to do that. So that's another benefit of patching this area. Like I said, it's not going to be every day that you're patching it, although I do have, or did have, I should say, because I'm now retired, did have some acupuncture clients that did have to use the kidney 27. There are other points as well, but this is a main one, on a regular basis, because they were suffering from severe chronic exhaustion, and that can be really, really helpful. Now, if you want to fancy it up a little bit, the other thing you can do, and this is Dr. Dennis mentioned this on our patch training team first Monday of the month, Ask the LifeWave Doctors show, which you can all attend for free and ask questions and that kind of stuff, even if you're not on our team, is you can use Eon, okay? And you can put it right over the belly button. CV8. So CV8, or conception vessel 8, is also kind of a deep energy activating point. Now, that being said, it's very close to CV6, conception vessel 6, and 4, both of which are known in Chinese medicine to be repositories of deep energy. So a lot of the LifeWave brochures actually have points that are below the belly button. I think that's on purpose. So if you're using one of those points, that can be super helpful. And then when you add this in, you're actually creating kind of a triangle in your core, right? So if you're using energy patches, it's white on right, tan on left, and then you can put your Eon right over the belly button. If that is uncomfortable, as it is for myself, I don't often use that point. I'll put it very close to the belly button, or I'll use the classic points, conception vessel 6, 2 finger widths below the belly button, or conception vessel 4, approximately 4 finger widths below the belly button. And the alternate as well is, if you don't use Eon on the belly button and you want to make sure that your nervous system is balanced, because that also can cause fatigue and other symptoms, is you can take your Eon patch and put it on the back of your neck, or even behind the right ear. And that will help to balance the two hemispheres of your brain much faster than if you put it on other areas of your body, or at least in my personal experience with patients and myself. So in summary, kidney 27, energy enhancers, great for exhaustion. Add in the optional Eon on the belly button or on the back of the neck. I know some people go, can I do both? Yes, you can. Oftentimes it is not necessary, but if somebody has severe, say, fatigue and nervousness, right? They're like shaky, anxious, then it could be helpful to use 2 Eon patches, but it's not that often that we need to use that. Now, how else can you support yourself for exhaustion? The other thing we also really love to advise is the 5 elements detoxification protocol. Now, this is a very, very old protocol, and it's a little bit more complex. So if you're brand new to LifeWave, I'd say, work on the brochure points first, get used to them, get used to how your body is working with them, and then maybe go to something fancier. Now, the 5 elements detoxification protocol, basically it uses the Chinese 5 element theory, and the 5 elements are fire, earth, metal, water, and wood. And we pick a yin acupuncture point on the left side of the body and a yang acupuncture point on the right side of the body, and we pair them together. So for wood, we'd use liver and gallbladder, for example, liver being the yin on the left, gallbladder being the yang on the right, and we do white on right, tan on left, patching for that. And then there's one for each of the other elements as well. And so if you're watching this, I have posted that in the description, my really old five elements detox protocol on YouTube that you can watch and just get to learn these points. Like I said, if you're brand new, don't worry about it. Just use this. You can just use the points in the brochure as well, of course, to help you with your energy. But if you have episodes where you have extreme exhaustion, didn't get enough sleep, post surgery, that kind of thing, then this point can be super helpful and also help you potentially drain the lymph properly by keeping those lymphatic ports open. So would love for you to comment below this video. Let me know how you like this video. If it's helpful for you, feel free to share it with anyone who may benefit from that. And if you're on my YouTube channel, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you'll be notified anytime I do a brand new video. Thank you so much for joining me for the LifeWave micro training for this week. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of the day. Bye for now.